Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you are watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of June 17th to the 23rd, 2024. So let's dive into it. We're going to pull 6 tarot cards, 2 rows of 3. We have the 5 of coins coming out in reverse as your first card. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling of being cramped. Feeling cramped in your own home for some reason. Even if you have a nice, airy, open, large home for yourself, there could be a feeling of just being stuck behind those walls. There could be a change that happened in your living situation, or if you're not happy with your current living situation, you're just feeling like you need to get out, get away. I'm seeing that a good getaway will help you tremendously, Pisces, at this time. So definitely make time for that. Even just spending more time outside one way or another. Like, if you're going to read your book either way, why not read your book sprawled out on a blanket in a field, or at a local library, or I don't know, it's just nice to incorporate more outside activities into your daily life. I feel like it's natural. I feel like it is just something so human, such a human need. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Also something I'm seeing, if you are like wanting and hoping for example, like new friends or a new romantic partner, something like that, but you're somebody who's been spending all of your time indoors, all of your time like in this bubble of the same people, the same house. I'm not saying you need to go out and start flirting with every single person you meet outside. You need to start going to bars or anything like that, but just incorporating more of like being outside or just out in general into your life can go a long way. Because let's just say you just, instead of reading your book inside, you read your book at a park. You never know. You might be approached by someone who is adorable, who you really like. And you can become really great friends, or if you're out, just taking a walk by yourself, you might run into somebody who has an immaculate outfit on, and you say, oh my gosh, I love your outfit. I love your vibe. You are so cool. And they're like, thank you so much. I got it from this place, this thing. And you could be like, oh my gosh, you need to send me a link. Here, let me give you my number. Oh my God. Woo! Get out there in the world, guys. And I was saying that in a platonic context as well, like flirting with, I don't know if anyone else flirts with their female friends as a female. I don't know. But anyways, it's just like that. You can meet someone cool that you resonate with. And yeah, with 9 of Wands in reverse, this really gives that message that we were just saying of feeling cooped up in the house for some reason. And there could be an actual reason why you want to get out of the house. Maybe someone lives there that you don't like, their energy is just like a dark cloud on you, or stressful for you, or maybe you even have like a mold problem, or like cat hair everywhere. That's my problem. And as someone with allergies, it's just nice to just get out and meet new people, or even just spend time by myself outside. Because even when you're just out in life, spirit talks so loudly to you, speaks so loudly to you when you're just out there doing life. All right, we have the moon coming out. Yeah, and I'm getting fear here. I'm getting fear of doing this, because you may be imagining a murderer on every street corner. Guys, that's trauma. That is trauma. Your spirit guides are communicating with you right now. What are you afraid of? That is trauma-based, okay? If you're afraid of going out and talking to new people, for example, but you really want new people in your life, why are you afraid of talking to new people? Is it because when you were younger, you were shamed and ridiculed for some reason? Maybe for being the quiet kid, maybe for, I don't know, having unusual outfits, maybe for not brushing your hair, whatever it may be. That was traumatizing to your young self, and that may be why you are uncomfortable in meeting new people. Okay, if you feel like somebody's gonna hurt you every street block you walk on, is it because you've been catcalled as like an 11-year-old so many times? Okay, if you're afraid that every guy or girl you talk to is gonna hurt you, is it because you've been assaulted before? You know what I mean? Like, your fears are based in something traumatic that has happened to you, and that trauma needs to be released. It needs to be let go. And also, you need to put yourself into safe environments that trigger you. over and over and over again until they no longer trigger you, and have beautiful moments in those spaces. For example, like, romanticize it. If you're somebody who can't even go grocery shopping on your own, and that gives you anxiety and you feel like everyone's staring at you, romanticize the experience. Buy yourself a bouquet of flowers. Okay, hold your head up high. Like, imagine yourself as like Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's, just, walking through the neighborhood, stopping at Tiffany's, and then looking through the window. Like, imagine you are like an old Hollywood actress in the 50s, just totally independent and living in this beautiful life, bumbling about, and just allowing yourself to be beautiful, allowing yourself to be luxurious and yourself, without fear of being stared at, without fear of being assaulted, without fear of anything bad happening to you, whether you're a man or a woman. I am seeing subconscious fears are coming up to be consciously worked through and recognized. And a lot of these fears, it feels like anxiety, working through anxiety, especially anxiety about going out of the house for some reason, or putting yourself out in the world a bit more. I don't know why specifically. Like, you've been hiding yourself away in your safe spaces. Your home, your circle of friends. But there's this inner desire within you I feel it, to go out and meet new people, or just have experiences, and you guys can start small. Whatever small is to you, that could be like going on a walk by yourself in the daylight, that could be going shopping on your own. It could be, and even if you have to drive far to get to a safer location to do this, like, it'll still be worth it. It'll still be worth it. Okay. We have the Page of Wands coming out in reverse here. I don't know why, Pisces, I keep coming back to the people who hurt you, the traumas you've endured. There could be a lot of psychological soul searching happening for you this week. Realizing how some of your fears are connected to your past. And I view this Page of Wands reverse as the people who hurt your inner child. You used to be very exuberant, fun, creative, free-flowing, like totally the opposite of anxious at one point in time. Can you remember not having a care in the world, just knowing that all of your problems would be taken care of for you? Some of you can't remember that because it was so long ago. And somebody hurt this tiny, young version of you. And it takes a special kind of evil to do that. It reminds me of a reel that I saw the other day. It might be unrelated, but it was very beautiful. This woman was basically showing her child, like, playing and stuff, and saying that, and a lot of people have heard this from their mothers or fathers before, like, oh, I wish you had a child just like you when you grow up, so that way you know what I have to go through. And she said that, and then she's like, I did have a child just like myself, only they lied, because it's really easy to love her. And oh my god, that just hit me right in all the feels. And for some reason I'm thinking of it now during your reading, because it's like, man, who the heck would want to hurt you, Pisces? Like, especially when you were younger and you didn't know everything. Like, don't give those people power by staying stuck in fear. I'm seeing a call, a return back to your soul, a return back to yourself. We have Temperance in reverse. This may be an emotional journey. Yeah, there's a lot of emotional processing going on for you at this time. Definitely. Some of you may be going to therapy or journaling, or another sign came up for them. I'm seeing like somatic body work, healing, things like real yoga, not the whitewashed yoga, the real yoga, or meditation, breath work. But definitely doing the things that you feared. Yeah. Going out of that comfort zone alongside this soul searching. So there's deep psychological healing this week. That's kind of what this week is about. Final card out, 2 cards came out for you. Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. You're clever, you're witty, very intelligent. And I see you getting back in touch with your inner child. If you have a child yourself, I'm seeing so much love that you have for them. Oh my gosh. Some of you may even, if you don't have a child, you may be thinking to yourself, do I want a child? Like you may be contemplating that this week and how to go about getting it, because I think there is a certain level of healing that can take place. Just like, especially if growing up, you did not have the best relationship with your parents, or you weren't loved properly, or in your most traumatic moments, you were not given the support that you wanted. I think there is an inherent human desire, once you heal from those traumas, to reproduce. That sometimes happens for people because you want to see what it would be like to raise someone who didn't have to, who actually got the right support that you didn't have when you were younger. And, I don't know. I am seeing children, thinking about children. If you have children, man, I'm just seeing such pride that you have for them. It's kind of sweet that this is coming through in your reading. Just so happy that, like, in who they are, totally impressed by who they are and inspired by who they are. Like, almost viewing them as a better version of yourself, which I think is like the best thing you could ask for in having a child. I don't have a child myself. I mean, I have 3 cats, one of which is my literal daughter that I basically birthed at this point. And so I don't really have this experience myself, but it's nice to be able to feel this secondhand from your reading. It's so cool. And not have them grow up in like a toxic environment. Some of you already have this with your child. Some of you are thinking about having a child this week, even if like for your whole life you never wanted that. For some reason, I'm thinking about it. Also, what I'm seeing here is reparenting your own inner child from the arguing that you endured growing up, the chaos you may have endured growing up, and reintegrating that lost soul fragment back into your current body, mind, and soul. And there is a shamanic journey that you can take to do this, or have a shamanic practitioner do for you. I do this all the time. I don't offer this service myself, but if you want to learn how to shamanic journey, I would recommend doing that. And specifically, or you could even go on YouTube and maybe look up soul retrieval ritual or guided soul retrieval and do that. I think that would be very helpful to you. And then after you retrieve that lost part of your soul that was traumatized in the past, then I'm seeing you doing a lot of somatic like body, mind, soul healing work, nurturing that lost part of you. You may even notice wanting to do things to please that inner child, like eating your favorite snacks as a child, or giving yourself playtime, something like that. But also going out of your comfort zone again and allowing yourself to get out in the world and not have fear. So thank you guys for joining me. This was a beautiful, beautiful reading. So deep. Definitely a week of deep, deep, deep inner child healing work, psychological healing. Thank you for letting me tune into your energy. This was really cool. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.